So Barstool, it's Maurice. Just quickly wanted to address some of the rumors going around on the Barstool Reddit and in the comment section about me living in New York. Um, they're true. Uh, they're true. I live in Brooklyn. This is actually my Brooklyn apartment. I've been here for about 3 years now. I often wondered about what I would do if this secret got out. At one point, I'd planned on doing like a whole NWO Hogan heel turn, playing the music and everything. But that's not how I feel right now, honestly. Let me just give you a quick background so you know who I am, so I'm not some complete stranger. I'm not blowing your mind. I was born in Southwest Philly and lived there as a kid near the Penrose area. Um, yeah, Dad got a new job. As a kid, I was around 7 or 8. We moved to Cape May, lived there for 2 years. Then he got another job. We moved to Mays Landing, lived there for a year. Then we moved to, I guess, what I consider my hometown of sorts, Gloucester Township, New Jersey, Blackwood area, and I lived there for like my whole like middle school and high school life. Went to college at Rutgers in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Um, got internships in New York at the time. Couldn't afford to still live up there like most people. I moved back home to Gloucester Township, New Jersey. Lived there for like another year. Got a job in New York, and this was about 3 years ago. And I was working in New York, and I got approached by Prez, who I'd heard of before and was very interested in the job. Prez initially asked me um, if I'd be willing to move to Philly again for the job, and I said, yeah. I mean, that's not even a question. I could work in my cubicle that I hate, or I could move back to my hometown and work a job I love. So I said, yeah. And so when Prez finally hired me, he asked me if I'd like to move to Philly, if I'd rather stay in New York. And the honest answer was I'd rather stay in New York because my girlfriend lived here. I had kind of had set a good base of friends at the time, and I enjoyed living here. And it would just be kind of a hassle to move when I didn't have to move. So Prez said, fine. I don't see the big deal in you kind of working from New York since you could travel down there whenever you wanted to, and it's an internet job. So I stayed up here, but I'm in Philly every other weekend. I mean, I'm down there a lot, but I'm also up here, I guess, more. And I run into stoolies in New York and in Brooklyn, and they always ask me, "Oh, Mo, what are you doing here?" I didn't mean for it to go on this long, but I'm a fan. Like, I'm not a fake fan. I'm not a New York fan at all. All that stuff is real. I'm from the area. When I was a kid, I never lived more than 10 minutes outside of Philly, except for Cape May, and that place sucked. It was just an old retirement community. I didn't like it at all. Blockhead Smitty still lives out there, so you guys can harass him, and that's why you see him drunk everywhere all the time. Um, but I'm down there all the time, so you guys will see me down there too. But it's kind of a weight lifted off my shoulders, man. To be honest with you, it's hard to tweet about stuff that you see. Like, I see shit on the subway that's fucking crazy. I'd love to write about it, but I can't because I live in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm in BK right now, and I guess until Prez pays me more or flies me out to LA to become the new LA blogger, I'll stay here for the time being. Um, but to all my New York Phillies, I'll see you around. To all my Philly Phillies, I'll see you around. This really changes nothing from my end. Hopefully, you don't start a whole Fire Mo campaign because I live an hour and 35 minutes away.